Willie D. Live.
What's up, family? Let's talk about an uncivilized mutt. Pages of writings from the accused shooter at Antioch High School showed a layout of the school, the weapons he wanted to use, and the reason he wanted to commit the shooting. The uncivilized mutt has been identified as 17-year-old Solomon Henderson. He is accused of killing Jocelyn Escalante, 16, and grazing another student. Metro Police Chief John Drake said in an afternoon press conference that there were materials on the internet the department was looking into as part of the investigation. In his writings, Henderson showed a layout of Antioch High School, photos of a handgun, and a lock-picking kit and cartridge to load the handgun. He wanted to live stream his attack in the cafeteria. The writings were connected to a social media account believed to be Henderson's. He posted the writings on the account before the shooting in the cafeteria. In one of his first sentences, Henderson wrote that he was ashamed to be black. He was anti-Semitic in his writings and posted a flyer from a neo-Nazi white supremacy group that visited Nashville this summer. And check this out, fam. Henderson was also a big fan of Candace Owens. A self-hating black who is a fan of Candace Owens? You don't say. Anyway, Henderson said Candace Owens influenced him above all each time she spoke. His writings showed that he had been thinking about violence for a few months. He wrote his final remarks on November 18th. I was so miserable. I wanted to kill myself. I just couldn't take it anymore. I am a worthless subhuman, a living, breathing disgrace. All my in real life friends outgrew me, act like they didn't effing know me. Being me, so effing humiliating. That's why I spend all my day disassociating. Henderson's writings also showed a photo of the Covenant school shooter who died in 2023 after attacking the private Christian school. 3 children and 3 staff members died that day, in addition to the shooter. He wrote that he didn't intend to kill law enforcement and that he didn't consider himself a victim of bullying. He also wrote that he was supportive of Aryan Nation killing folks, and he wanted to help him out. Okay, where are the parents? Because they raised this uncivilized mutt. As always, it starts at home. Can you imagine having on your record a self-loathing child? You raised a child that didn't have an ounce of pride, didn't have an ounce of self-esteem, a follower. By his own admission, he said that his friends outgrew him. This is why he disassociates. Of course they outgrew you, you uncivilized mutt. These guys who pick up guns and just indiscriminately start shooting people hate themselves more than they hate the people who they shoot. They can't live with themselves any longer, at least not in a civilized society. So they crash out. In their mind, they ain't got nothing to lose. They're tired of trying. They're tired of getting up off their lazy asses and going out and trying to make something happen. They're tired of going to school, trying to make the good grade, or going to work and being responsible. They're tired of taking care of the kids, or mom or dad or whatever. They just can't. They can't do it. They can't cut it. They just can't cut this thing called life. So they crash out and they blame others. They blame others. They are the ultimate victims. Yeah. So they don't fool me. When I see them crashing out, I know exactly what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a quitter. I'm looking at a loser. I'm looking at somebody who couldn't do the work. You got young people out here, 4 years old, 3 years old, who are entrepreneurs. People in their 80s and 90s still working, doing what they got to do to get by. But they can't do it. They just can't make it. They can't do it. They can't cut it. That's the truth. So they either say, well, you know what? I'll just end it all, or I'll go to prison and let the taxpayers take care of me for the rest of my days. Yeah, that's how it go. I do agree with one thing that he said. I am a worthless subhuman, a living, breathing disgrace. Well, you were. 17-year-old Solomon Henderson had his whole life ahead of him. But he decided to end it all by indiscriminately shooting people, making a permanent decision based off of a temporary emotion. The only silver lining is he killed himself, and now the world is a better place. I ain't got no problem with that. R.I.P. Jocelyn Escalante. No more talk.